the answer to the title, I don't really know why this is still so popular. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Logitech G920. This thing has been on sale, and I kid you not, since 2014. At the end of 2014. So that means this wheel right here is 11 years old, which is insane to think about. That this wheel has been sold for so long, because the generation before it, the G27, that was sold from 2009 to 2014. So it discontinued pretty quick. This has been on sale for 11 years. I don't know why Logitech is still putting this on sale, but it's proven the test of time and it's still really popular. I mean, just look at it. It still has really good build quality. There's real leather around the rim, which is very, very nice. It's very snazzy perforated leather right there, mate. Two metallic paddles that sound pretty nice as well and feel good. Two buttons here. You can use those for indicators as well in the game, in like a game or something. You got your X, B, Y, A buttons, and you also got a D-pad here. And lastly, the Xbox logo, because this is the G920. The G29 is just this, but the PlayStation version, and has a pretty terrible, junky little dial here for whatever reason. I think it's for sharing. And overall, I mean, the build quality, I mean, here it's very plasticky, the base. Let me get that in frame. Yeah, it has a very plasticky base, but aside from that, you're not gonna be touching this, are you? Unless you're a freak. But yeah, look, overall the wheel itself feels very nice, very premium and solid. And if we go on the bottom here, here is our I/O, if you will, our ports, which are labeled. So this is for the pedals. You plug in your pedals there. It's just a DB9 female port right here. You got your power adapter port here if you have the power adapter, which most people have lost for whatever reason. And next is your shifter if you bought the shifter. That's one thing I hate about this about the Logitech G920 and G29, is that the shifter was about £40 extra or £50 extra for whatever reason. I don't know what went into Logitech's mind, or the higher ups at Logitech at the time, but yeah, that was really stupid. And another thing I hate is this. Most people, you don't really see this told in videos or reviews, but you need to have a USB breakaway cable in order to use this, as if it's some Xbox 360 controller. I mean, these are pretty rare if you happen to lose it. It costs like £5 on Amazon, which I believe is too expensive for something like this. Don't call me a penny pincher. I know it doesn't seem that expensive, but have you seen the economy these days, man? But yeah, overall, it just feels very nice to use, and for the price, I think now these are going for £200 brand new. You can't really complain. The only thing another fault, however, I will say, is the tech in here for the force feedback. This uses cogs. Basically, I'll bring up an image here that better visualizes what I'm saying. Basically, it uses plastic cogs that twist and turn to make force feedback. Now, this isn't very efficient because it makes a lot of noise and gets very hot. But, however, it's cheap. It keeps the cost down. It keeps the cost low. Obviously, it's not going to be as efficient as direct drive tech, which is very expensive, or the belt system that Thrustmaster uses in their wheels. But honestly, the force feedback feels fine. It's only 2 Newton meters. But if you want something higher end, then just get a Moza at that point, which isn't too much more, I think. It's only about £200 extra. But yeah, overall, it's really good. Now, I will show you guys how this thing fares in some simulator games, for example. Right, I have the wheel set up right here now. and it's time to test it. Now, force feedback on this, it just mainly depends, I would say, on the strength that you put on it, or the settings that you have. If you have really high strength, it actually does feel pretty strong, unlike what most reviewers say who are used to direct drive wheels. this Renault Twingo is extremely slow. What I would like to say, I think this is more of a BeamNG thing, but it does feel very light. But I think that's because this car has no power steering. You might be thinking, oh, the power steering makes the steering heavy. But that's at low speeds. I'm at speed right now going 50 miles per hour in the game, and it feels very light, like how an actual power steering car would feel, which is a very nice detail. But I think that's more of a BeamNG thing than the wheel itself. But it's still simulated through the wheel, which I like a lot. Now, if I pick a different car, for example, the Civetta Bolide, this car has, you can really feel it through the wheel. It has pretty heavy steering. And once we get moving, that is very heavy. Which is very nice. You can feel that through the wheel. It is quite a chore. And honestly, it just feels fantastic. People love to hate on a G920 because of its gear system for its force feedback. Even though it's not as effective as direct drive, obviously direct drive wheels feel way better. This is still really good for its price point, in my honest opinion. You can feel everything on the road. It feels just perfectly fine, in my honest opinion. Which is what you need, honestly. If you're a casual gamer and you just want a wheel, this is the best wheel for you. In my opinion, this is the best wheel for you if you just want a steering wheel that does what you want. But also look at this. It has very, very nice drifting ability as well, this wheel. Obviously, again, I would like to reiterate, direct drive wheels are far better for drifting. If you want drifting, stay away from the G920. If you want to do drifting in Assetto Corsa, this isn't the wheel for you. It doesn't react quick enough. For example, when you're at a turn, it doesn't spin fast enough for you to catch the wheel. I think that's just because it's 2 Newton meters, which isn't a lot of force. Honestly, even a Moza R3, which is a 3 Newton meter wheel, because it's also direct drive, it's way smoother rather than this gear system that's really rough. You can't really catch drifts very well with the G920. I mean, you can do some sick drifts, but I just suck. To showcase my point better, I've got a purpose-built drift car right here in BeamNG. I stalled it. The wheel just is not very reactive. And before you say, yes, I have changed the force feedback settings, but it just doesn't react quick enough. This is not a good wheel for drifting, and especially for rally driving as well in Dirt Rally. I don't have Dirt Rally installed right now, but when I tried it, this wheel is not very good for Dirt Rally. The force feedback is very washed in that game, and in a rally game, you want to feel exactly what the road feels like, if you understand what I mean. So this and the G920 just simply does not react fast enough with its system. So I honestly cannot recommend this for drifting or rallying if that's what you want to do for driving games. If you want that, just get a Moza R3 or maybe an R5 if you want to spend that extra money, because those are fantastic. I wouldn't say budget-friendly options because they're still very expensive, but they're affordable. They're fantastic, affordable direct drive options. If you're looking for a direct drive wheel, for example. But overall, given the price point for £200 or about $250, you can't go wrong with the G920 or G29. They're fantastic wheels, especially for console. They still hold up, and until Logitech releases a budget direct drive wheel of their own, these will probably still continue to sell really well. And with that, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. And yeah, and if you've seen this through YouTube Shorts, thanks a lot as well. And yeah, goodbye.